rather close this Excel without saving and just restart everything so that I can show it to you that it actually works. So all the sheet name, nothing is added. Let me just go to the Visual Basic window. I had explained you till here and I wanted to show you this whole loop. So let me stop here and run it here. So if you come here, it is saying in row 17. So why it is showing in row 17? Because if you look at it, found that alpha is blocked till here. So it is saying in row 17 is where it had changed. And how I have done it? Because in the first go, I kept the name of the 12, which was sheet name, which is alpha. And I continued till the time I found it is same. Look at here, do while loop. I am saying that, till the time a int value is same as sheet name, continue increasing it. And that's why intro became 17. The moment it is 17, it is not the same, and that's why it came out of the loop. Now what I'm doing, you look at here, I was doing 12 to 16, but this time I'm doing start row 12 to end row -1. So it is obviously will go to 16, select. I commented this whole section so that I could show you what is happening. There I was adding is like sheet1 dot select and sheet1 like name. This will throw an error because every time when you add, it will become sheet1 to sheet2. So you can't use this kind of command. So rather I just used worksheet dot add dot name and sheet name, so that first time it will add alpha, next time it will add probably beta. So it is just it added the sheet name, it went to sheet name range 2 and it pasted. Then it came to sheet main page again, A11 to AC11, which was the header, pasted on the top of that. Let me show it to you. So the moment I go till here, let me remove the breakpoint here. So it did that. You look at in alpha, it did that. It copied and pasted everything. So there were 12 to 16, these many records were there. There are 5 records that has come here, these 5 records, and the header has come. Now obviously what it needs to go, it needs to take sheet name as beta, and it needs to start the row counter here, that now from here it should do. So that's what I'm doing in this code. What I'm doing here, that now if I just let me remove the breakpoint and run the step into, look at now my start row is 17. Keep in mind right now in row is also 17. That's okay. And then I'm doing step into, look at sheet name. Our new sheet name is beta. Now I've gone to the loop again, and now let me show you how it is operating. So it went to the loop again, and it is checking that okay, if it is blank, in row is blank. Oh, it's not blank, like because if you go see here that what is the sheet name, and you can use the watch window to note the value. This name is right now not blank, it's actually beta. So it will obviously continue. You're going ahead and you look at here, end row right now, which is 17, and it is same as sheet name, so it will increase further. So you did end row +1, so now your end row is 18. It will check again what is happening in 18, and it will continue doing till the time it is same. Just look at when you come out of this. So look at when end row is 25, it means till 24 it was same. So look at till 24 it was same, and it continued, and then it added again the sheet name, very much like now it will add beta, and it will do the same job. Now there is one more question comes that will it work when I have more data or not? Okay, one thing. Secondly, like I want to make it a tool kind of thing. So tool kind of thing, so that I don't need to do any manual work. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to remove this whole data every time. Just this time I'll put shift cell equal to 1. Now this is my tool. Now I have this macro, and I'll create a shape so that I don't need to go to a macro window to run it. So I'm just inserting a shape. Let me just insert a relatively different shape. I'll say that edit text, I'll say create tabs. Tabs is like nothing but worksheets. Now you have this, and I'll assign here macro as this particular macro. Okay, so now if you look at, my raw material is ready, but every time I run it, it will create so many tabs. So what I need to do, I'll just go here, and here I'll change the property of this as read only. So now I look at, I did read only. So this time what will happen, as many times I do the job, I can't save it only. So my tool will remain intact. And now let me do a demo of little bigger data. So here I have some data which has probably 8 products. I'm just going to copy and paste and see it is working, and look at, now I have thousands of rows. Hopefully I have done the programming in such a way that it will work for irrespective of how many rows I have and how many products I have. So you can't save it. It's saying okay, you can't save it, so that's fine, let it be. So right now let me just go to this, close this particular Excel that I don't need, and run it. It's saying debug, so obviously it found some name Jita which is already taken. Now why it has done that way? So if you look at alpha Jita, it did, so probably I didn't sort it correctly. So let me stop the recording for some time and show it to you once again. So look at what is happening. It's happening all because I did not sort it. Somehow I did not sort, and that's why you can see all the things. Otherwise the first step was to sort, and it is actually copying one record. That's okay, I can correct it. And what I need to understand why it has not sorted. So probably like I need to have returned here and just did this particular case before running this macro. So essentially I need to understand why it has not worked out. So let me do it here. Let me just run this macro and check why it is not happening. So this main page in A11 to C11 select has not worked, right? Because it is on this sheet. So probably I need to add and this I should have done when I'm here, right? Now if in this sheet I am here, and if I run it, it will run, right? And see row count, now it has given 1001, and this time it will work. But anyway, I mean, my mistake is there that I had not added select here, and that's why it resulted into error. It did not sort only. So let me do, no, this I had done, that select. So I'm not sure why it has given error, but this video is becoming a little bigger. So what I'll do, I'll stop the recording for some time and I'll correct it. So first thing, I'm going to go here and change the properties from read only so that I can make changes in the code, right? And now I'll open it and I'll correct it. So I found where is the error. The error is that when I recorded, it is saying A to A. So essentially it is actually sorting this one as the first go, and then it is actually going and sorting the 0. So I need to correct this. So again I'll put you on pause, correct it, and come back here to show you how I have done it. I recorded macro again, and I realized that I actually had made little mistake in the syntax. So this is like A only and this is like C only, but you need to have this command where it is actually sorting, and unfortunately I had deleted it because I thought it is not required. So what I did now, again back in this code, I made it A here and C here, again very much row CNT plus 10, but added this patch, right? And you can see A to C now, row CNT, and actually it is sorting here. All these were just the, or like how defining the portion. So just because I had missed this portion, remove this portion, and that's why it was not sorting, and it got undetected because on those 30 data it was already sorted. So right now I have this blank sheet. I think it is ready. So what I'll do, I'll save it. I'll come back here, and then again I'll make it read only. The reason is that so that my tool should remain intact every time I paste it. So let's say I paste this data, and I'll try it 2-3 times just to see that it works. So let me right now take this much data, and let's see it works or not. So it is just 21 rows. Let me come here on my this Excel workbook and let's see it works or not. So I pasted it here. It is read only, so obviously it will remain intact. Let me run it. So it has run, and actually looks like it is in this small data set it has got all the seeds. So look at it has 4 alpha, 1 beta. So in beta seed I should see only 1. So yes, I am seeing that. Because it's read only, so I can no way save it. It will save as, so name will change. So anyway, I'll close it again, and you know what I'll do this time? I'll just copy paste all the thousands of row, and I'll try once again that it is working or not. So let me come here. Now this tool is again read only, so it will always remain. And now you run it. So it has worked perfectly. Look, let's do one test that for alpha I was expecting 107 rows. Let's see how many are there. In alpha you have 108, one is the header only, so it is working fine. So now your macro is complete. You will always have to save as only, because it is a read only, so your tool will remain intact even by mistake.